Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is my August favourites video. I'm going to take you through some of the things that I've absolutely been loving in August. Most of them are either hair or beauty products, but I have thrown a couple of things in there as well, a bit different. So my biggest thing at the moment is I really struggle with oily skin. I've had it since I was a teenager, which is so frustrating, and I must have tried so many different beauty products. I found a great, I guess, serum that I use now to kind of combat that, and I just wanted to share that with you guys in case there is anyone also struggling with oily T-zone or oily skin. So the product I've been using is The Ordinary. Actually, I think they have like 3 different names. So the Abnormal Beauty Company is on here, as well as Deciem and The Ordinary. But anyway, so this is the niacinamide. Oh, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Basically, it's the 10% serum which has 1% zinc in, and that's kind of the key ingredient there for keeping the grease kind of at bay during the day. And I put this on every morning once I've kind of cleansed my face. It comes in a really easy to use kind of like pipette bottle. I unscrew and just give it a little shake, and then just use the wand and just put it in the places, because it already has product on the stem and you don't actually need a lot of it, and just kind of pat that down onto my face, and it literally dries like quite quickly. You're literally talking like 10 seconds, it's ready to go again. So I put that on before I put on my face cream in the morning, and it's been absolutely amazing. Now I do this at night and also in the mornings. So I have now decided to put that into my skincare regime, and it's made such a difference. The next thing I've also been loving from this company is the caffeine solution that you put under your eyes. So this is the 5% caffeine solution, and it says it reduces appearance of eye contour, pigmentation and puffiness. So again, I just take out the kind of wand. I don't use any of the product inside the pipette. Just kind of dab it on my under eyes and just at the sides here, just underneath my brow bone. Again, it's been helping with discoloration more than anything actually. It's reducing the appearance of the kind of bags under my eyes, which I've been loving. And yeah, I've just been really enjoying the product. I think it's a great buy, and they're so cheap as well. And the last thing that I've got from The Ordinary that I've been loving is their primer. So this is the high adherence silicone primer. I use this mostly when I'm applying a full face of makeup. So if it's just everyday makeup, I'm not really using it as much, but it is a great primer and it's not too oily, which is great for my skin. And really where I just use it to kind of smooth over my lines is my nose, which seems to have quite a few enlarged pores, and I've got kind of these wrinkles now appearing on my forehead. Only a small amount is needed, so I think this product is great value for money, as is any of the products actually from this company. They're so cheap. The next thing I've been loving is charcoal kind of body soaps. So I found these in, where did I find them? Oh, in TK Maxx. So I was just looking in the beauty section, as I always do, and I found these by Charcoalogy, and it's basically just lots of bars of soap, but they're all kind of made from charcoal. So I have one at the moment in the shower that I use, and I basically just rub it into my exfoliating gloves, and it has a really kind of nice drying effect. Obviously, as I mentioned, I have oily skin, and I found that this has been absolutely amazing in my shower regime, but a little bit goes a really long way. So I've been really liking this at the moment, especially when I have kind of more spots on my back and on my chest. I will be searching in TK Maxx and probably HomeSense for these so I can stock up, because these have been a lifesaver. Alright, I'm whizzing through these. So the next thing I want to rave about is actually some dry shampoo from Wilkinson's. So this is a Wilkinson's own brand dry shampoo. Now I probably use dry shampoo every other day, basically in between the days that I don't have freshly washed hair. I really liked it. It was quite cheap. I didn't have my usual Batiste, which is what I normally use. But it's absolutely fine. It works really well. What I will say is that it does come out quite white. With my kind of white blonde hair and coloured hair, it fits quite well because you can just hide it, but if you are a brunette or have darker hair, then you'll probably have to be a little bit more careful when using this, because it will make your hair look quite grey. But it is an absolute bargain, so I definitely will be using this dry shampoo again. And speaking of hair, I just want to rave about this product. I first found this product when I was looking at one of Helen Anderson's videos on how she used to get pink in her hair when she had it kind of like a dark brown colour, bits of blonde in. So she told us about this product that is the Wella Perfection Colour Fresh in the shade 6. Basically it's just a rinse. So I got this off of Amazon. I only use 10ml with a full kind of mini beaker, which is about 100ml. So you just pour it in once you've shampooed and conditioned your hair, and any kind of hair mask or anything else that you want to do. Just rinse out your hair completely. Mix this with the water, so you kind of like squeeze the top and it comes through the top and like fills up in this first cap here. Mix it with water, and then literally all I do is I just section my hair. I run it through the second part of my hair, so this part here, just kind of massaging it all in. It doesn't matter, fortunately for me I'm not looking for a complete coverage of colour, I'm just kind of looking for like a washed out kind of rosé kind of colour, which is what it's helping with. And then rinse it out with my hands, not actually with any sort of water. So it literally is, you put it through your hair and you do not wash it out once you've done with that. I then do the top layer, which is in a bit more kind of coverage, and just pour it all down the front and just kind of let it drip down. And then again I just kind of scrunch out the hair and just kind of get rid of all of that excess water. Okay, so this next item is the Primark Face Blender brush. It's, I think, the biggest one in their collection. I have been using the smaller brushes for kind of contouring and using them for highlight. So I decided to get the really big brush to do my kind of whole foundation. Now it is quite huge, so you know, in comparison you don't actually need that much product. What I've been finding is using this, I'm using so much less product and foundation, so I just squeeze a little bit out and just kind of dab it on my faces and just buffing away at my face with this huge brush. I'm barely using any product, it's amazing. What I will say is it's not great for full coverage. I've been using it for kind of light to medium coverage, which is like my everyday kind of makeup, but it applies in like 30 seconds. It's amazing. So it covers so much of the face. It makes it a lot easier to apply makeup and makes my morning routine before I go to work really quick. So yeah, I think this is an absolute bargain. It's super soft, and yeah, I just absolutely love using it. So on to my next kind of odd items out. So I've done my hair and beauty now, so I've only got a couple of items left. I'm a huge Royal Blood fan, and I recently finally picked up the vinyl for their latest album. I was really lucky to see them live a couple of years back at Reading Festival. That's the first time I saw them live. And that was with their first album, and then I feel like I waited an age before they released their second album. So I already had that on Spotify and was listening to it loads, and then really wanted to get it on vinyl. So I have, and it sounds so different on vinyl. It's great. It's got a real kind of nice vibe to it. I can't really explain it. Nice is not the right word. I don't know what I mean, but basically it sounds amazing on vinyl. I keep playing it. I'm absolutely in love with this album. So this I just had to mention in my kind of August favourites because I've been listening to it non-stop. And finally, my last thing for my August favourites are a pair of Nike trainers. I was really fortunate enough to find a pair of Rose Gold Theas. I'm a huge sneakerhead. I have quite a few pairs of trainers, especially Nike trainers. So I saw these in the outlet. So where I live in Swindon, there is a huge designer outlet, and we're really lucky. We just tend to find, we've got a Nike store, and we tend to get some really kind of nice one-off samples. I believe these were purchased on the site for Nike ID, so someone's designed this style trainer with this colouring. For whatever reason they probably didn't like them, and so they can't resell them again in their main stores, so Nike send them to their kind of outlet stores as samples. So as I said, these are an absolute stunning rose gold colour. They're a bit of an impulse buy. I don't normally buy these kinds of designs, so I have quite a few kind of Air Max, kind of the traditional Nike trainers. I've got a couple of pair of Theas, but I just couldn't resist the colour of these. I think they're absolutely amazing. They're so shiny and so bright, and the colour is just absolutely stunning. So yes, I've been loving the trainers. and I just had to include them in my August favourites because I've been wearing them non-stop. So if you're ever in Swindon, always go to the design outlet because they've got loads of other shops, but if you're a sneakerhead like me, they also have like a Vans as well, which I spend a lot of my time in. So yeah, pop down to the Nike store and have a look because they have some really good one-off designs as well. So that was my August favourites. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel as well. I'll put all the details in the description below of what I've got, and if there are any links that I can link you to, then I will. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.